In the beginning, when I first started my blog in 2007, it was very much like one picture and maybe one line. Still trying to learn the mechanics of how to actually run a blog. At the time, there was only very few blogs out there like Perez Hilton, Brighton Boy, Pop Sugar. This is probably my most prized possession. It's the 2010 March edition of American Vogue, where I was featured with 8 other bloggers. The first time American Vogue had actually featured bloggers in their magazine. It was one of the things that kind of catapulted a lot of our success, because since then, you know, people have gone on to do many other things, work with like big brands and you know, hosting events. No 2 days are the same when you're a blogger. Sometimes it can be as little as 5 blog posts, and sometimes if there's a major event it can be up to 70. There was a time when I used to do it all myself, and sometimes I look back on those days and think, how did I do it? But I think it was just pure adrenaline and excitement, the reactions from the readers, that kind of kept me going. I mean, I often get asked which is my favourite award ceremony, and people always expect me to say the Oscars, because that's what actually the reason why I started my blog in the first place. But one thing I find about the Oscars is, as grand as the occasion is, that sometimes people play it safe. You kind of want people to go that, you know, one step further, and you kind of don't get that at the Oscars. So I would say probably my favourite are probably the music award shows like the MTV Awards and the Billboards Awards, because you kind of get that little bit more experimentation. My other favourite is Cannes Film Festival, just for the pure glamour. I mean, it's 12 days of gowns, you know, from Elisa Valentino. It's just like 12 days of heaven for me. These 3 invitations, McHugh, Alexander McQueen, Kanye West, Atelier Versace. The reason why I've kept them especially is because they were all first. It was the first Atelier Versace show after a long time they hadn't been showing. Kanye West, it was like the hottest tickets in town. Everybody wanted to see his first collection. And obviously the same thing applies with Alexander McQueen. The majority of the people that I work with, they're all based in different countries, either in the US or India. So that's why I use Skype. The other good thing of Skype is that you can do file sharing as well, because sometimes it's quite difficult to send things by email, especially if they're large file sizes. One of the most amazing things for me was going to the Oscars and being dressed by Roland Mouret. Not only because he's one of my favourite designers, because it was obviously the biggest occasion in the world. So this is my Roland Mouret custom-made dress, as voted by the readers of my blog. It will always be very kind of precious and dear to me. I love the colour, I love the sheen of it. Every time I look at it, it kind of takes me back to that magic moment. It was a while ago now, but I still remember it very vividly. It was a great time.